So bali yung dinemo ko, that's a combo of yung computer vision. So I have here a specialized camera that detects my gestures. Tapos yung software na gamit ko is Touch Designer. Ayan yung topic natin tonight. Hello everybody, my name is Nono. Okay. Nice to be here. Thank you very much to Kislab for inviting me over. Yeah. Nono. Noel Acosta ako, pero I prefer to be called Nono. I'm known as Nono everywhere. Babagsak yung mic, ayaw makisama sa akin. Mabagsak siya. Yan, sige, ako na lalapit. Okay. Thank you. All right. So, Nono, I'm a programmer talaga by profession. So, I'm one of the old programmers. Uso pa dati yung CRT. That was the early 90s. Early 90s. So, hindi pa usong Windows actually nung nag-start ako ng programming with Pascal, Basic, C, pa yung mga languages back then. Tapos, wala pang mouse halos. So, tas wala pa rin graphics masyado. Ang graphics lang na uso nun, CGA, that was so low res. I think 640 by, ay hindi, 320 by 100 something ata. Hindi ko na maalala yung resolution. So ngayon, napaka-maliit lang, icon na lang ngayon eh. Dati full screen na yun, yung ganun eh, CGA. But anyway, so yun yung medyo background ko. I'm kind of old. Okay, so I'm a programmer by profession, tapos I'm a mid-level web developer. So kaya medyo nerdy tayo in terms of programming. Tapos, early 90s, nasabi ko nga, hindi pa uso yung programming, graphics interface dati. Kami pa yung gumagawa ng mga mouse interfaces. So, kami pa yung nagdi-design kung paano mag-interact yung mouse dun sa mga graphics, etc., etc. Hindi kagaya ngayon na you just drag kunyari, may object na lang, tapos lalagyan nyo na lang ng code. Ang dali-dali na ng buhay ngayon ng mga programmer actually. Tapos ang dami ng resources, dati kami from scratch pa. Okay? So I'm a big fan of electronic music. Sabi nga ni Iman, I've been in the electronic scene for quite a while. To be exact, 20 plus years, almost 25 na actually. Almost 25. Hindi umaba kasi it's heavy. It's actually nga. Ako na lalapit sa mic. Ako na lang magtitiis. I also perform as name server Tombstones. Saka, ang current na very active ko na project ngayon is Intruder, NTRDR. Kung nakikita nyo siya posted online, so that's me. NTRDR is basically an AV project. So I combine audio and video as much as possible. I also do live projections pag may gigs ang Syntheside. So, minsan hindi ko na ina-announce ako yung nagpo-project kasi para masyadong self-serving. Pero pag may nakikita kayo nagpo-project during Syntheside gigs, ako yun usually. Or may guest kami na projectionists. Okay, kaunti lang kasi nag-i-specialize sa mga visuals, live visuals ngayon. Okay? So, sige, pupunta na kagad ako dun sa discussion natin kasi it's already 9:20. Nakakaya naman sa mga... Kasi may pasok pa bukas yung iba. Ako wala kasi home base ako. I'm gonna start with computer vision. Computer vision, bali branch lang siya ng artificial intelligence. Ano? So usually, ang gamit niya ngayon is for security. Security, so face detection, etc. So identity, merong database na ando doon na yung data set ng mga mukha, etc. Mga signatures. Ba't ka tumutunog? Signatures, etc., etc. So, ang application ng computer vision ngayon, yung pinakauso, lalo na sa commercial, yun for security, for detecting yung identity, pag-identify ng mga notes, pag-identify ng mga documents, etc., etc. So, early form ng computer vision was OCR. Kung alala nyo pa yung mga scanners na luma. So, yung kino-convert from, kunyari, meron tayong printed matter, tapos ayaw natin mag-type, so ginagawa, ini-scan lang, tapos ipapadaan sa OCR software. OCR means Optical Character Recognition. So yun yung early forms ng computer vision. So imbis na i-manually pa i-type, padadaan nila sa program, tapos ma-identify na yung letters, etc. Magiging text na siya, which is oftentimes garbage eh. Pero may times na i-adjust mo siya, magiging usable na yung text. So yun yung early form ng computer vision. Okay, usually ang computer vision, kailangan niya ng gadgets. Ang ginagamit ngayon, lalo na sa surveillance, syempre mga camera. Ayan yung prevalent ngayon at the moment sa mga cameras. Very, ano nga ngayon eh, kagaya nito. So tingnan natin kung magpa-play ito
This is the next groundbreaking development in
Yeah.
data-driven technology, facial recognition. And in China, you can already withdraw cash, check in at airports, and pay for goods using just your face. The country is the world's leader in the use of this emerging technology. And China's many artificial intelligence startups are determined to keep it that way in the future.
ayaw niya mag-drive.
Companies like Yitu,
We're pioneering artificial intelligence research and innovation in the hope of creating a safer, faster, and healthier world.
第一次发现，参加展会可以不必排队。
Yitu is creating the building blocks for a smart city of the future, where facial recognition is part of everyday
Let's skip
life.
that. Let's skip that na lang.
This could even extend to detecting what people are thinking.
人工智能
Facial recognition, they can read people's emotions, and we are actually now working on these innovative demonstrations and technology.
But the Chinese government has plans to use this new biometric technology to cement its authoritarian rule.
Ayan. So, very early pa lang, nagloloko na yung presentation natin. So, I'm going to skip to the, doon na mismo sa demos na para we will save time.
Anyway, we'll upload the video naman na ipa-play dapat yung naman sa portal. So, you'll see everything.
Supposedly, I was supposed to show yung clips lang ng discussion konti do sa security concerns ng cybersecurity. So yung minsan na-abuse kasi yung yung paggamit ng computer vision lalo na sa China, so merong human rights abuses dun sa you know that yung Muslim na minority kumbaga na-abuse ng Chinese government. Okay, punta na tayo mismo sa computer vision. So yung mga test projects ko, simple lang yung mga applications niya. So, simple object detection, simple color detection, simple body part, human body part detection. Like for example, pwede niya ma-detect yung hand, pwede niya ma-detect yung face. So, magde-demo ako, tingnan natin kung gagana ha. So, hopefully gumana yung natin, yung hardware. I'm just going to set up the camera. Ito na lang. So, ayaw gumana yung camera. So, sample na lang ng color detection. So, makikita nyo, I have seven small windows. So, yung source natin, yung pinakamalaki. So, makikita nyo, merong 3 subgroups. So, one filters blue, another filters green, tapos another filters red naman. Ayan. So, yan yung sample ng computer vision. So, nakakapag-identify siya ng colors. Okay. Another example naman, so color detection din, pero at the same time, dinedetect din niya yung areas ng colors. So ito, pwede na siya magamit kung kunyari may nakikita kayong gumagalaw na yung color. So yung area can define something, like for example, it can control siguro light or whatever. So yung movement naman niya, kita niyo yung red dot that indicates the center of the image. It can control something else. Like for example, pwedeng mag-detect spotlight or something. If follow yung kung sino man yung nasa gitna, yung nasa dot. Okay? So yun yung application ng computer vision. Ayaw makisama. Ayaw gumana ng camera natin, I'm sorry. So ayaw gumana dito sa for some reason. Dapat ito pala yung na-setup ko kanina. Anyway. I'm sorry, man. So for those who know Python, so Python yung code natin. Ang ginagamit natin na libraries at the moment ay OpenCV. So if you have time, you can check out yung OpenCV na library. Tapos i-import nyo lang siya sa Python. Okay, so ganito yung source code niya. I-open yung camera, tapos meron kayong tatawagin na procedures, i-mask nyo yung image, and then ipaprocess nyo. Like, i-filter nyo yung colors, etc. So yung Python library mismo yung pinakasikat ngayon na computer vision libraries ay yung OpenCV na tinatawag, OPENCV. So CV for computer vision, saka yung MediaPipe. Ayun yung dalawa na popular ngayon. So sa consumers ayun yung available at the moment na freely available, pwedeng gamitin. Okay. Tingnan naman natin to try naman. Okay. Hindi ma-detect yung camera, unfortunately. So we're going to skip na pupunta na tayo dun sa next topic natin. So hindi ko ma-demo lahat ng available ko na Python scripts. Punta naman tayo dun mag-jump na tayo sa Touch Designer. So balik nga tayo dun sa example ko kanina. So ito yung Touch Designer. Touch Designer is a visual programming language, basically. You use nodes, etc., etc. So, ganyan yung itsura niya. Meron din yung programming. Python siya inside. So, kung marunong kayo ng Python, you can do scripting also inside. Okay. Ganyan yung itsura ng interface ng... So, i-demo ko ulit yung ginawa ko kanina. I have here a couple of devices. So, ito lang yung gumana na device natin. Buti na kasama ko, hindi iiyak ako tonight. This is a Leap Motion, the original Leap Motion na device. Okay? So ang gamit ng Leap Motion at the moment, this is a specialized camera that detects movement. So pwede siya makadetect ng gesture, like for example, ng closed fist, saka ng pinch, etc., etc. Tapos yung movement up, down, left, right. Okay? So i-run ko lang ulit. Explain ko lang kung anong ginagawa niya. So yung fist ko, kailangan hands ko open para mag-generate siya ng sound. Position ng hand ko nagko-control ng pitch and volume. So, bababa ko lang ang tone niya mababa. Okay, yung audio na naririnig nyo, generated din yan ng Touch Designer. So, merong oscillator sa loob. So, you can create your own synth inside actually Touch Designer kung meron kayong tiyaga. Later on, pwede tayo siguro, kung merong interest sa inyo na mag-workshop, maybe we can come up with a workshop. Kausapin na lang natin si Iman para kung pwede mag-set up ng workshop, gawin natin. Sabihan nyo lang si Iman, I'm ready for a workshop din. Okay. So moving on, itry natin ulit yung webcam dito. Hopefully makisama. So at the moment, ang gamit ko na, so wala pa akong makitang practical application ito kasi wala pa akong makitang practical application ito kasi quite expensive. iPhone pa yung natin, yung pinaka-camera natin. Pero makikita nyo yung advantage. So wirelessly, you can control visuals din. So using, gumagalaw naman Ikot ko lang. You can see, ihaharap ko sa inyo, merong isa sa inyo na gumalaw. Maybe you can stand in front of the camera. Ayan. Mabagal lang yung detection niya pero you can see na ayan. So wala siyang application pa pero at least nakikita nyo na madidetect ng device yung movement. Okay. So anong pwedeng mangyari dito? For example, meron kayong gig or meron kayong art piece. Yung movement can control something like, for example, intensity of light, may effect na ma-generate or whatever. Pwedeng mag-control ng light, etc., etc. So, depende na yun sa creativity ng gagawa. Okay? Yeah. Yung kagaya kanina, so yung gesture ko ng up and down sa kayong close fist controls the volume and the pitch. Okay? Tapos pag sinara ko yung kamay ko, nag-off yung sound. So, depende na sa inyo kung paano nyo i-assign yung function. Depende sa inyong gesture. At the moment, yung ginamit ko na application was developed on iPhone. Bali, it uses the same libraries. So, bali ganito ang setup nito, merong program akong nakuha. I can't remember if I paid for it. So, may developer na nag-post siya ng program. Tapos, kinuha ko yung application dito for the iPhone. Ito ang nangyayari dito, andi dito yung detection ng features ng tao. Tapos, tinatransmit niya wirelessly through, may technology na tinatawag na OSC. Okay, so OSC transmits signals, control signals. Tapos ito, meron ako dito na OSC receiver naman. Tapos, yung OSC receiver, kina-capture naman ng Touch Designer, kaya meron siyang drawing na ganito. So basically, yun, tinatranslate lang. From here to here. So wirelessly yung transmission natin. Sa Wi-Fi ito nagtatransmit, oo. So hindi ko pa natatry yung Bluetooth, pero it's possible din sa Bluetooth. Yeah, I think OSC, gumagana din sa Bluetooth, I think. This one naman sa Android. So this is something I coded. Wala rin siyang ginagawa halos, pero makikita nyo, this detects faces. So i-start ko lang. I-start niya yung camera. That's me. Hello. Hello, guys. So kung nakikita nyo, medyo buggy yan ha. Meron siya na-detect na iba. So it supposedly detects faces. Pero minsan may extra eh. Ayan o. Nag-ghosting. Baka nga may spirit. If you like, you can hold it para makita nyo. You can pass it around. Naka-wifi naman yan eh. Oo nga, sinasample ko kayo. Nasa dataset ko na kayo. Bahala kayo. Yeah. Alright. So yan, example lang. So this is Android naman. I'm using the same libraries to detect faces, etc. etc. So isang face lang yung nakikita niya at the moment. Okay? So buti nakisama naman yung transmission natin at the same time. Hindi. Ito lang to. Ang transmission nito wireless lang. Kumbaga, mirror ko lang yung screen para makita nyo yung naka-display dito sa application. Ito, Android programming siya talaga. Pero ginamit ko yung library ng OpenCV. Yeah, supposedly yung mga demos ko ganun eh. So using the webcam, so madedetect yung face, pwede madedetect sana yung tawag dito, yung hand, etc. etc. Kaso I'm not sure what's the problem. Ayaw makisama ng webcam. So not necessarily. Supposedly, basta gumagana siya sa computer, dapat okay na siya sa loob ng touch designer. Ewan ko lang, hindi ko alam what's wrong here. This always happens eh. So yung kanina yung audio generation ko, kaya meron siyang, tawag dito, kung napansin nyo may reverb, actually VST effect yun. Otherwise, very dry lang siya eh. So talagang noise lang siya kanina. So nilagyan ko lang ng VST para medyo pleasing lang. Saka mas dramatic yung effect ng tinitigil ko yung audio. So may reverb siya. Ayun. So I think this is going to work. So since nakikisama yung leap motion natin, pero ayaw makisama nung webcam. Hopefully, this works. Tingnan natin ako anong mangyayari. Medyo mahirap lang yung scale. Kulang ako sa practice eh. Pero it's possible. What I did here, nag-define ako ng, ang gamit ko lang, so if you're musically inclined, I only use C, so the white keys. White keys. So, in-skip ko yung mga black keys kasi mawawala sa tono, kumbaga, mawawala sa key. Kaya kahit anong gawin ko, tutunog siya in the scale, kumbaga nakatono, kahit anong gawin ko na ano. So, ulitin ko ha. I used a VST ulit. So VST, may plugin ulit ako na ginamit to generate the music. Kung napapansin nyo, my gesture at the moment naman is pinch. So, pag hindi ko nagpipinch, walang audio. If I started pinching, tutunog na siya. Depende kung anong position na hand ko. Why? Oh no. Anyway, you get the idea, di ba? So basically, ang ginagawa ko, ginagaya ko yung theremin. So, ayusin ko lang. Ang problem lang at the moment, hindi pa maayos yung distance ng paggalaw ng kamay ko. So, gagawin ko, i-divide ko siya into equal portions para madali yung paggalaw ng kamay. Kasi otherwise, talagang very precise dapat yung movements. Okay? So, I guess... Okay na ba siya? Yeah. So, I guess, i-wrap up ko na yung presentation ko. I hope you got some ideas sa Touch Designer and Computer Vision. So, ang application natin at the moment usually for audio, so for music. Saka possible sana kung meron kayong visuals, pwede natin siyang gamitin. Thank you very much for inviting me over. We can do a workshop if you like. We can do in-depth. Thank you very much, Kislap. Thank you very much, Tiny Bar.